What's good, Destination Devi family? We are back. I am back from week of working nights. Hope y'all miss me. Team Overs is back in the building. We got week 14. We got one more bye week with teams going, and we got one more week to the playoffs for most people. We got some W's we need to get. But first off, Eric, third member of the tripod, man. You're always here. What's going on, Eve? We play each other this week. Big League, Royal Rumble. Which one of us is winning? Make the prediction.
You.
No, you take it. No. Adam, how you doing, buddy? It's been a while. You carried the show last week for me. Appreciate that while I was out. How you doing, guy?
I'm doing good, man. We got you covered other than when I'm trying to sign out, I hit the wrong button, came back in, left everybody here live. I don't know if you caught that at the end there. We got Mike to sign us out for sure this time.
I got you. And, of course, Ike. Mike comes back, and we get Ike, right? Mike and Ike, the jokes just write themselves. How you doing, buddy? Good to have you here.
Good. Another Sunday. Just finished my strawberry acai bowl, so we're ready to rock.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go. Look at that.
Yes, sir.
Well, if you want to know more about Destination Devi content, the easiest way to do it is check out the newsletter. Make sure you're subscribed, sign up. You got Ike with Off the Line. You got me and Adam, 4D Chess. And, of course, Eric with America's Game. All of our content is on there. It's easy to find. Plus, so much more good stuff. We got injuries. We got prop bets. We got draft, ADP. We have it all. But first off, let me say good morning to some of the people in the chat. Core World is here. DB, Dynasty Barry's in the building. We got Dynasty Alex. We got Fizzled Dollars. What's going on, man? Glad to have everybody here. Well, let's get right to the questions, man. Core World started off 10 a.m. He don't miss out. He don't miss. Happy Sunday, fellas. Off to the grocery store with the little man, but we'll rewatch before kickoff. Grossest question of the day should be the first question of the day. You're right. So he's got it here. Full PPR. Tony Jones, Ty Johnson, Gary Brightwell, Jordan Mason, Malik Davis, Mike Boone, Julius Chestnut. Holy shit. Holy shit.
So wait. So I think the correct answer to this question is no. That's the correct answer to this question. None of the above.
How many do we have to pick?
That's a great question, Cole World.
Oh, all right. So I'm assuming it's just one. We'll go with just one. It's got to be the grossest.
Okay.
So he's sitting Kenny Walker, throwing a single dart from above. Okay.
Okay.
So back to the list. This list of shit. Adam, go ahead. Pick one out of this.
I think it's pretty easy. We just talked about it. Tony Jones, right?
I was just going to say I think it has to be just because he's actually starting, and it's by attrition that Tony Jones gets the pick out of this group. Justin Jackson, I mean, I don't know what's going on with Swift. He's popped up on the injury report again today, but like with what Swift saw last week, I'm not playing him. Everyone else here doesn't have enough work for me to consider them over Tony Jones.
Yeah, my second would be Jordan Mason if I had to pick a second.
If you had to.
Right.
Yeah, Tony Jones, followed by Jordan Mason, just like Eric said. So this one's a pretty easy one. Although, like, if it were up to me, gun to my head,
I'd almost pick up like Chris Moore, who's going to be the Texans wide receiver one today.
Maybe he's got to play a running back for his running back position. Yeah. He just built his team, and this is what he's left with. Like I said, I think Tony Jones. You guys all said Tony Jones is pretty much the easy one. The report just came out that Tony Jones should be starting over Travis Homer. Kind of remains to see who gets the majority of the work, but out of this list, this is the only guy that we know that'll actually officially be in the lineup and get him carries. How about this one from Gibby? 2 of 3, J-Mo, Deontay, or Judy. Ike, half PPR, started off J-Mo, Deontay, Judy, pick 2.
I know J-Mo was active last week, but we didn't really see a ton from him, so I'd probably go with the safer options in Deontay and Jerry Judy, at least for this question.
Eric?
Yeah, same, unless you get points for tackles and stuff where J-Mo's being the punt gunner.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Right.
If you get like 5 points per tackle, then I might play J-Mo.
Yeah, if it's one of these IDP leagues where those guys get a hella points for tackles, I'm in with J-Mo. Otherwise, it's Deontay and Judy easily here.
I don't even need to say anything. Eric killed me. How about this one from DB? Mike Williams, full PPR, or Evan Ingram, 1.75. Adam. Mike Will or the Evan Ingram with the tight end premium?
It's a pretty good tight end premium. Makes me tempted on Evan Ingram. I think I'm gonna go with Mike Williams. Mike Will made it anyway, but the tight end premium does make the tight end premium does make it enticing.
Eric?
I'm going with Evan Ingram because Mike Williams, off of that ankle injury again, he could re-injure it again, just like he did the last time out. And this fucker can't stay healthy. I'm fucking done with him. So fuck him, Evan Ingram.
Love it.
I'm with Eric here, man. Like I can't trust Mike Williams because all he has to do is just do one of those acrobatic catches and roll his ankle again, and then he's out. One catch, 15 yards, and he's done for the rest of the game. So, and Evan Ingram's playing the Titans, and they give up a lot of passing yards to anybody who catches passes. So,
man, I really, really liked Mike Williams about 6 years ago.
Right.
And it's just been a downhill slide ever since. I'll go ahead and take Evan Ingram too, man. Give me the tight end premium. Mike Will, man. It's that $20 million just down the drain. Down the fucking drain. How about this from Dynasty Alex? 12-team PPR Superflex need one running back, wide receiver flex. Najee, Jamal Williams, Ayuk, Chark, Juju need the dub to make the playoffs. All right, Ike, he needs the dub to make the playoffs. He needs one running back, one wide receiver, one flex. Out of Najee, Jamal Williams, Ayuk, Chark, Juju. Who you got?
I'd go with Najee because of the volume for the running back. Wide receiver, I'd probably lean Ayuk. Well, actually, I wouldn't go with Ayuk because Jimmy G is out for the season. If you're swinging for the fences, go with upside and go with DJ Chark. He can rip off a couple of big plays. They get the Vikings this week. That's a pretty advantageous matchup for wide receivers. And then for the flex, it's a toss-up for me between Juju and Jamal Williams, but I'd probably lean Juju. The only reason I would lean Juju is because that Kansas City passing attack, and his floor, I think it's a little bit safer because obviously Jamal Williams scores a lot of touchdowns, but with what we've seen over the last last week with DeAndre Swift, I think there might be a shifting of the guard there, and I think we may see a lot more Swift than Jamal Williams, and so I would probably slightly lean Juju for the flex.
All right, Eric.
Running back, I'm going with Jamal, just because Swift popped up on that injury report again. You don't know with him. Plus, Jamal is just like a fucking hammer at the goal line, so I'm liking Jamal. Wide receiver, I'm going to go with Ayuk as well. And then the flex, I think I'm just going to go with Najee. I think Denver's got a really good pass defense, so I think they can be able to shut Juju down if they put Surtain on him and just follow. I don't think Juju would do very well. And Chark's just hit or miss for me, man. I'd rather go with Najee and his volume.
All right, Adam.
Yeah, so I'm going Najee at running back. Wide receiver, I'm going to go with Ayuk. Even though it's Purdy, he's still got 9 targets now. It was inaccurate targets a lot of times, or miscommunication on routes where he's throwing the football. But I think they get on the same page. It's not the greatest option. Chark is good, but I'm going to roll with Ayuk there. The flex, I think, is tough for me, man. I'm going to go ahead and put Jamal Williams in the flex spot. I love what I saw to DeAndre Swift last week, but popping back up on the injury report, I'm hoping there's no games, but if there is, Jamal Williams, even when he got more or less work than Swift, scored a touchdown again. So I'm going to roll with Najee, Jamal Williams, and Brandon Ayuk.
All right, I'll finish it off here. I'm with you guys, Ike, Adam. I want Najee at my running back. Wide receiver, I'm going to go Juju. I want to start Juju. No pitch count this week. Let's go. Fire him up. Let's get back to what you were doing before you got the nasty concussion. And then flex, let's put in Jamal Williams, man. I feel the best about him actually scoring points. Ayuk, I loved Jimmy G being out and Brock Purdy being in, not so much, and DJ Chark. While he's been playing well, I just don't trust him. Just can't trust the guy. Like, he gets you a 0 in no time. How about this one from DB? Pick 2.5 PPR. DJ Moore, Deontay, Jerick, McKinnon. Adam, who you got? Pick 2 out of these.
I'm going to roll with the receivers here, man. Give me DJ Moore. I'm hoping that the Sam Darnold thing that we saw last week was real.
Let's go.
It was only 4 catches, but 103 yards. Hoping that him actually is a benefit for DJ Moore, who right now just needs any type of breathing quarterback that's not dog shit. And I get McKinnon, man, but I'm going to roll with Deontay Johnson in half PPR here.
Eric?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the 2 receivers as well. McKinnon, I just can't trust. Obviously, he's splitting carries. So Deontay got the most targets last week over Pickens by a mile. And then DJ Moore is all the Panthers have at receiver. So
Yeah. Ike?
Yeah, I'm with you guys. DJ Moore, Deontay Johnson. I think it's a no-brainer. Again, you can't trust McKinnon. You can't trust McKinnon. Whenever he gets all these opportunities, he doesn't really do much with them. So I think DJ Moore and Deontay are safer here.
I think DB just wanted to take a shot at a couple wide receivers that have been underproducing for us and disappointing. Because this is disrespectful to DJ Moore and Deontay to be in this question. This is horrible, DB. Do better. We got Rashad, Pickens, Hollywood, or Lenny. Start 2. Full PPR. Ike. All right. Rashad, White, Pickens, Hollywood, or Uncle Lenny. Who you got?
I'd go with Rashad and I'd go with Hollywood. Rashad, he's looked good as a starter. He's getting a lot of he got the game-winning touchdown against the Saints on Monday night, and I think he's starting to take over that backfield in Tampa Bay. So I like Rashad and I like Hollywood coming back. Rondale Moore is out, and it's just going to be him and DeAndre Hopkins. Getting that pass game and those passing targets funneled to them. So I like those 2 guys.
Eric?
I'm going to go with Hollywood and Pickens. Don't like either of the Tampa Bay running backs this week against San Francisco. So give me Hollywood and Pickens.
Adam?
I'm actually going to go with Rashad White and Hollywood as well. This one is close with Pickens. I think that he will have a bounce back week this week. But if you're telling me like I got to sit one, I know the Ravens defense has been pretty bad, but Pickens has just been so hit or miss, man, and the target volume going to Deontay last week. It's hard for me to put him in there confidently.
Yeah.
This is team growth for me. I'm with you, Eric. I'm going to start the wide receivers. I don't trust these running backs versus St. Fran. I really don't. I don't know who's going to get the work in the passing game, but
Fuck
it
them
doesn't
running
really
backs.
matter. Fuck them running backs. Let's go. Team wide receivers. FPPR, Dameon Pierce or Samaje Perine. Adam, Dameon Pierce or Samaje? This feels... Is Joe Mixon dead? Like, did I miss something?
No, he's
back.
fully
Fully cleared.
So, yeah.
All right.
I mean, I don't know. It's Dameon Pierce to me. I love P. Ryan when Mixon's out. Love it. But he's not horrible when Mixon's back, but like Pierce is going to get so much more work, even on an offense that blows. So I'll just take Pierce here.
The floor is safer with Pierce. They'll probably they'll be chasing points throughout this game against my Cowboys. But if there's a case to be made for P. Ryan, Cleveland's rush defense is pretty bad. The 31st in rush DVOA, so that there could be an opportunity there for P. Ryan to kind of steal some work from Mixon. Just coming back his first game back from the concussion. But again, Pierce's floor is safer, so I'd go with Pierce.
I mean, I got Samaje Perine playing against Eric this week in the Royal Rumble. I'm not expecting a lot from him, so I was just curious.
This P. Ryan easy.
God, it ain't gonna happen, man. Come on, don't be ridiculous. Dameon Pierce. How about this from Fizzle? Full PPR need to start at 3 in flex. Rashad White, Mostert, Latavius Murray, Jerry Jeudy, Deontay Johnson, or DJ Moore. All right, Ike, kick this one off. Give him 3.
3 to start in the flex. Mostert, I would go with Mostert. DJ Moore. And then, it's I'll probably go Jerry Jeudy for the 3rd. I think Jerry Jeudy is probably the one that I would. It's close between Murray and Jeudy because they're both in the same offense. That offense isn't good, but they're starters and they get opportunities. I would probably go with Jeudy to slightly because Cortland Sutton is out for the next foreseeable future.
All right, Eric.
Yeah, give me in full PPR. Just give me the 3 receivers. Give me Jeudy, Deontay, and DJ Moore. I'm gonna go with those 3.
Adam.
Yeah, especially with it being full PPR, I think I will do the exact same thing. I know I could make the case for some of the running backs, but when it goes full PPR here, I think I'll just take. Especially, I'm not a Jeudy guy, but when you take Cortland Sutton out and that offense sucks, I still think Jeudy in full PPR is better than the running back. So I'm going to go with those 3 receivers: Jerry Jeudy, Deontay Johnson, DJ Moore.
Mostert is playing the Chargers. for whatever that's worth.
I
So
just don't know. I think they go back to Jeff Wilson this week. I think he was the lead guy. For whatever reason, it didn't work out last week. I think they go back to Wilson. So I'm just a little scared about playing Mostert as,
Wilson's
not
my
over one of
concern
those
there too.
receivers. Yeah.
I mean, part of my conditions of being on new team fuck them running backs is I gotta stay here, man.
And
gotta
then
stay.
Judy, Deontay, and Moore are
Stay
the
on
number
brand.
one. Judy, Johnson, and Moore are the number one options on their team too. So
Yeah, they'll get the number. They'll get the most. They should get the most
Yeah.
targets, and it's full PPR. So I think that's where I'm going to go there.
Let's go. We're wide receivers here. James Cook or Travis Homer, standard league.
James
Adam.
Cook. Let's not even waste any time on this.
I'm just
question.
going to go with
Yeah.
James Cook.
Yep, James Cook. Move on.
Next, it's a tight end, so probably no right answer, but half PPR, Dolchich or Everett.
We had this. We had this in our morning patron one, man. I think I'm going to go with Dolchich here.
Yeah.
Yep, Dulcich for me, easy. He was the tight end baller of the week last week for
Baller of the
Ray and
week.
them on the Wake Up show. So ride him again.
Let's go. Ike,
Dulcich.
Let's go. 4 for 4, Dolchich. Let's go.
Oh,
Brady versus San Fran or Tannehill versus Jacksonville. Ike, Brady versus San Francisco, Tannehill versus Jacksonville. Who you got?
I'd go Tannehill. Jacksonville's 31st in pass DVOA. So, anybody going against that that San Francisco defense, they're in for a very, very rough time. So, I'd go with Tannehill.
Eric?
Yeah, if I have to choose between these two, it would be Tannehill. But I think the third option of trading for Mike White is better. So go and get Mike White instead.
Jesus Christ. Adam?
Ryan Tannehill. John Gruden's a piece of shit, but the Gruden QB camp used to always say Ryan Tannehill.
Let's go Ryan Tannehill, too. Right. I'd much rather play a quarterback versus Jacksonville than San Francisco at this point.
Right.
Need 2 PPR, Jamal Williams, Pacheco, Pickens, James Cook. All right, give him 2, Adam. Jamal Williams, Pacheco, Pickens, James Cook.
I'm gonna go with Jamal Williams and Pacheco here. I know I kind of already alluded to it's not nothing personal with Pickens. He's hard for me to trust weekly, so I'm gonna go with the 2 guys that I think have more volume coming their way.
Eric?
Yeah, Jamal for sure. And I'm going between Pacheco and Pickens. Like you said, it's hard to trust Pickens. If you need the upside, I'm going Pickens. If you just need a safe guy, I'm going Pacheco.
That's fair.
Ike?
I'd go Williams first. That he scores touchdowns every week. And then for upside, Eric, I'd go Pickens. I'd probably go Pickens here. I mean, he could rip off a couple of big plays, and then you can probably win you your week. I know that's a little ambitious, but that's the kind of potential that he has over the other guys, at least.
I really want to say James Cook.
Trust me, I wanted to as well. I saw James Cook, I was
Golly.
like, man.
I like what I've seen from him of late, but Jamal Williams for sure. And I'm kind of with you, man. I'm gonna ride the George Pickens thing. Like I'm gonna go for the upside. I'm gonna shoot for the moon, see what he does.
All right.
How about this one? Anybody want Mike Williams over Mike Evans? Now, 2 Mikes that have been playing really bad. Team Mike, I'm about to kick them off because they haven't been that great. One's been injured and the other one's just been dog shit. Who you got? Ike, which Mike do you want?
Evans by default, because you can't trust Williams. So Evans by default. At least Evans has been out there. He's been getting targets. Now he hasn't been doing a whole lot with those targets the last couple of games, but the volume's there. He's not injured, and so Evans.
Eric, same thing for you.
Yeah, Evans by default. Yep.
So also as an Adam, the question was phrased to me, which Mike do I want? I want Mike Crystal back. We got Mike Crystal back this week.
Hi.
Yeah, you go ahead and roll Evans, but yeah, it's Mike Crystal's the right answer.
Just give me Mike Evans. I'm with you guys though. Like I just can't trust Mike Williams at all. Can't trust him
Mike
as far
Evans
as I can
has
throw
been
him.
dog shit though, man. Gosh, it's not been good with him at all.
He's been bad. He's been bad. How about this one? Chark or Homer?
Chark.
Anybody want to start Travis Homer? I think this is pretty easy for me. I'll just start DJ Chark.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Chark.
go Chark.
Am I missing something? We got a couple homers on here. I know Kenneth Walker's not playing, but
I think a lot of people expected Homer to be the starter, but now that it's come out that Tony Jones is, so I think people are just maybe missing that. But
That's true.
Okay.
I mean, Homer's gonna get third down work. Like he's not like terrible. So if you need to you're in a pinch, you don't have a lot of running backs. Homer's okay, but yeah, I'm gonna take Chark here when he's like the wide receiver one.
I was reading a stat on
Outside
Twitter.
receiver.
I was reading a stat on Twitter this morning that Travis Homer has only gotten over 7 carries one time since 2019. So
He's more of a third
there's
down
no
back.
reason. There's literally no reason to ever start Travis Homer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I did pick him up on waivers, though, to play against Derek this week, so let's go.
Best ball though. Just hoping
Definitely
it's right,
having 2
right?
touchdowns then. So changing my answer, Travis Homer.
Pacheco, Jamal Williams, or Homer, Brady or Tannehill. Okay.
We
Give
have
him one,
more
Ike.
on.
Pacheco, Jamal Williams, Homer, and then give him Brady or Tannehill.
Jamal and Tannehill.
Eric?
Yep, easy. Jamal and Tannehill as well.
Adam?
Yep. Jamal and Ryan Tannehill.
Clean sweep. Jamal Williams, Ryan Tannehill. Let's go. PPR, start 2, Fournette, Chark, Elijah Moore. Adam, start 2 of these guys, Fournette, Chark, Elijah Moore. Who you got?
Not Elijah Moore.
That sucks to say.
I think, man, it's so hard here. They're playing Frisco. Rashad White's, I think, kind of starting to. It's a little bit of a change in the guard here. I think I'm going to go with Fournette, but I absolutely in PPR could see taking Chark in a high scoring game. You know what? Actually, let me just go ahead and say Chark. 52-point over under, I think.
Well, it's a good thing, man. You get to start 2, so just pick 2.
Oh, okay. There's the 2. Sorry, I'm trying to. Yeah, those 2.
Eric.
If I have to pick between these two, I'm gonna go Chark and Fournette reluctantly. Honestly, if Chris Moore is out there, I'd rather have Chris Moore over Fournette and Elijah Moore.
Damn. Damn, that's harsh. I love it.
Just honest.
Ike.
Yeah, Chark and Fournette. I'm a big Elijah Moore truther, but even though things are kind of looking up for that Jets passing offense since Zach Wilson got benched, thank God. You still can't trust Elijah Moore yet. So it's Chark and Fournette.
Chark and Fournette, and we will move on because that hurts my soul. 12-team super flex full PPR must win at flex. Fournette or Chark. We're just gonna keep this going.
you go.
Now we get
just
to get
answered
down to
it.
1.
All right. Well, I already. It's funny. I must have known that question was coming next because I already talked to you last time. It was tough, but I'm gonna go with Chark.
Yeah, Chark for me too.
Chark. And a must win is an all
Ooh.
caps.
Hold on, Mike just hit us with a quick Fournette that we kind of
Fournette.
brushed over. All right.
Uncle Lenny, man. Uncle Lenny.
Okay.
I ain't buying all this Rashad White stuff, man. Like I've seen it
It's
too many
San
times.
Francisco is what I'm worried about. They just fucking
Well, the other thing
shut
was-
down everything.
He ended up scoring that game-winning touchdown. After he fumbled, I thought maybe we'd see him go away, and then
They went back to him.
yeah, that was the thing.
He got back
with
on
me.
the field.
He did. There's just a time, like I'm working nights, right? So I'm just I'm in and out of consciousness, sleeping, in and out of consciousness. But I'm looking at it, and there was a time when I looked at the box score, and I'm like, how is Lenny getting all the passing work when
Yeah.
Rashad White says passing guy? Like, I get it, he got the touchdown. But just the usage, the routes, everything else, I was like, damn, man. Like, this Rashad White thing might be a little bit overblown. Give me Lenny. Maybe he gets more checkdowns, but either way. Let's move on. Jabroni alert. 2 tight end premium. Half point first down for tight ends, wide receivers. Cade Otton or Isaiah McKenzie. All right, Ike. Cade Otton, Isaiah McKenzie. Who you got?
I'd probably go with Isaiah McKenzie for the upside. He has the potential to catch 7 passes for 100 yards and a touchdown, whereas Cade Otton is going against the 49ers, as we continue to allude to in the previous question. So I think I like Isaiah McKenzie a little bit better.
Eric?
Yeah, I'm gonna go McKenzie as well. I think Cameron Brate's back, so that cuts into Otton a little bit. So yeah, definitely McKenzie.
Adam?
In 2-point tight end premium, I'm actually going to roll with Cade Otton. He had the 1 week 2 weeks ago, Isaiah McKenzie for 96 yards, but he like last week he's playing 50% of snaps again. I know it's a good offense. There is some upside there, but I think there's also a pretty bad floor. You give me 2 points per catch with Cade Otton. I bet you if you looked at the stats, he's had some weeks that are pretty damn good. So I'm going to roll with Cade Otton.
The tight end premium makes it for me too. Like I just put out the tight end and they both probably have the same odds of getting a 0 or a very bad week.
Well,
But the upside is a little bit better when you get that many points for catch.
2 points per catch. I think you need to really think about this. Last week he was terrible in a standard league, right? But he had 6 catches for 28 yards, 6 times 12 points. Like,
Yeah.
that's not nothing, man. I mean, I'm serious. I think it's K. Dot in here.
Bright missed last week though, didn't he? Or was he out? I don't remember.
He's missed like the entire season.
Yeah, he had a neck and a head injury, and he's
I'm
just
actually
been
not sure about Brady.
out of the lineup for I don't know how many.
I mean, I
weeks.
could see it either way. Like you're fucked either way. So
Neither one of them's great options. That's a good call too.
That's why it's a jabroni alert. I love it.
Yep.
Barry said that was a legit question he had. Disrespectful. It's still disrespectful, TV.
I like
still
it,
love you,
DB.
guy.
Thanks for coming in and asking us questions.
How about this one? Or better yet, 3 of the following: Sanders, Barkley, Henry, Cooper. It is a PPR league from his previous question. So, Adam, who you got? Miles Sanders, Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, Amari Cooper. Pick 3.
So we got Barkley and Cooper. What's your tolerance level on injuries here? Snap counts plus what I saw with
Must win, he says.
I loved Cooper, and I bought him a lot of places for this stretch run. But what I saw to Watson last week, potential snap count here, I'm going to roll with the running backs here: Sanders, Barkley, Henry. And if you win this week, I think that'll be the best play. And then next week you can kind of see what Cooper does.
You can throw Ezekiel Elliott in apparently as well.
I'm still
Sanders,
rolling.
Barkley, Henry, Ezekiel Elliott, and Amari Cooper.
Zeke's been better than people want to give him credit for, so it's close. But I think I'll still roll with these 3 running backs on screen: Sanders, Barkley, Henry.
Okay, Eric.
Who the Eagles play again? Remind me.
The Giants.
Giants. I think I'm actually gonna go Barkley, Henry, Zeke.
Okay.
Because Zeke is playing the Texans, and they're absolute dog shit against the run. So Henry, Barkley, and Zeke.
Okay. Ike, who you got?
I'd probably go Henry, Barkley, and Zeke as well. But a quick note on Henry. He's absolutely torched the Jags. 3 out of his last 4 games, he's had at least 130 yards rushing. In the last 2, he had 215 yards and 2 touchdowns, and 130 yards and 3 touchdowns. And so, fire up Derrick Henry.
Yeah. Got to play Henry.
Henry for sure. Barkley, if he didn't have the neck, like it would be a for sure as well. Like gives you a little bit of pause, just in case he goes out. Since you threw Ezekiel Elliott in, man, I want to stand for Miles Sanders, but I'll just play Zeke. I literally will play Zeke. Right. Barkley, Derrick Henry, and I'll feel pretty good about it. If you really, really are worried about Saquon Barkley, though, and you wanted to sit him for Miles Sanders, I guess you could get behind it. But if you lose because of that, you're never going to forgive yourself. Never. Right. Never. How about this? Full PPR, Gallup, MVS, or Slayton? All right, Ike, kick it off. Gallup, MVS, Slayton, full PPR. Woof.
I'd probably lean Slayton. He's number 1 in New York, and they're gonna have to pass the ball a lot against Philly to keep up. So I like Slayton.
Eric, who you got?
Yeah, I'm going with Slayton as well. He's had 6 straight weeks of over 10 points in PPR, so definitely easy for me. I'm gonna keep riding Slayton.
Adam?
Yeah, Slayton easy. Like Eric said, the last 6 weeks he's had at least 58 yards or more. Out of the last 4 weeks, he's hit basically 90 yards average. So Slayton pretty easily amongst this group.
Yeah.
Give me
some news actually just dropped.
What do we got?
J-Rod Curse, Cowboy safety, just got hurt in pregame warmups.
Oh, yay.
That's going to be awesome.
It doesn't matter, man. It's the Texans. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Chris Moore, fire him up. Let's go.
Philip Dorsett.
Chris Moore overs. Chris Moore overs.
The year of our Lord 2022 is Philip Dorsett's year. Let's go. For this question, though, Gallup, MVS, Slayton, give me Michael Gallup. Darius Slayton versus Big Play Slay? Nah, I'm good, man. Give me Michael Gallup. I'll take the Cowboys.
I think Dallas is just going to run the fuck out of the ball. That's why I don't trust Gallup.
Texans against the pass have been pretty decent.
Yeah, they're top 5.
Yeah.
I just don't trust anybody against Slay.
They're a fucking sieve in the run game.
Yeah.
I like it. Slay.
Team Eagles over here, man. I got all the confidence.
So
in
MVS confirmed 2 touchdowns today.
There we go.
There it is.
Nobody picked him. How about this one? Tannehill or Huntley? Adam, you got to pick one of these quarterbacks. Tannehill or Huntley?
Will Huntley.
Eric?
Interesting. think I'm gonna go. Man, I can either go either way on this one.
Let me give you why. Ike already talked about it. I think when you look at them playing the Jaguars, I think that Derrick Henry has these just insane games. I think it's going to be one of these Tannehill games that's very mediocre.
I think I'm gonna go Tannehill. Man, those Steelers at home, T.J. Watt, fucking Minka Fitzpatrick. Baltimore can't score for shit. They don't have anybody to throw to outside of Andrews. I think I'm just gonna go with Tannehill against a better matchup.
Yeah. Tannehill's matchup is better, so I'd probably just go with him by default. Honestly, I mean, Tannehill has. I mean, Treylon Burks is out, but Tannehill can probably get some points with his legs as well. He doesn't have. He has that phenom tight end, Chiego Okonkwo, who seemingly rips off a big play every single week. So there's opportunities for Tannehill. So I just kind of like the matchup better.
Man, it is close. It is close for me. I'm gonna go Tannehill too, just by a little bit. Just by a little bit. If it wasn't the Steelers at home, I'd definitely just fire up Huntley, for sure.
If T.J. Watt was still out, I'd probably go Huntley.
I get it. Huntley's had some. Just remember last year when Huntley got some starts, he had some weeks that were nice to help people in the fantasy playoffs. So,
all right, Mike Williams, Debo, or Amari. All right, Amari also has the pitch count. Mike Williams, we talked about earlier, not the greatest. Ike, is this pretty easily Debo for you?
Debo.
There we go. Eric.
Yeah, I mean, Debo's had his injuries too, but he did come off the injury report Friday, so maybe he's a little healthier than the other two. So I'll go Debo as well.
Yeah, I think Debo for me, also because of the situation. I think Brock Purdy coming in the game, that's actually going to be arrow up for one of. If I had to pick one of them, it's going to be for Debo. Obviously, you can make the case for McCaffrey too. I think there's more checkdowns, get the ball to his hands quicker. I think Debo's going to get a lot of volume.
Yeah, I'm easily starting Debo out of all of them. Pretty easily here for me. PPR, start Mostert, Rashad White, or Bam. Also have JK as an option. Adam, who you got?
I love the talent of JK, but I'm going to wait and see. I'm not doing that
go.
this week. So when I look at these three, man, Bam Knight these last 2 weeks has been awesome. Michael Carter is playing this week. I think it's really close for me between him and Rashad White. I think I'm going to say Rashad White because I don't know what Carter's going to be. But listen, if you don't think Carter's going to cut into that workload, the way that Bam Knight's been playing the last 2 weeks, it's tough to sit him.
All right, who you got, Eric?
I think I'm going to go with Bam Knight, especially if you just need a floor. I don't trust the Tampa Bay running backs against San Francisco. Mostert I could get behind too, but I think I'm going to go Bam. They didn't really use Ty Johnson in the running game at all last week. I think he had 1 carry.
Right.
And James Robinson's inactive again, so he's gone. So Bam for me. I think Michael Carter might get 2 or 3 carries and then be used a little more in the pass game. But Bam had 4 catches as well. So I think I'm going to go Bam.
Ike.
Yeah, I think this is a sweep. I'd probably go Bam here as well. It's just he's been playing well, really, really well. So I don't know what we're gonna expect out of Michael Carter. He hasn't been that great this year, to be quite honest. So yeah, I think we just need to let Bam Knight spin.
You can't do that to me, man. You can't do that to me. Because of that, Raheem Mostert. That's who I'm starting.
Boom.
Let's go. I'm going back to what you said.
He's got the Chargers.
Let's go. Raheem Mostert. Rashad White. In San Francisco, you guys brought it up, but Bam Knight, it isn't like he gets a cakewalk, man. He gets the Bills.
Right.
There's not too many.
He just gets more volume out of all the options.
That's fair. I just fire up Raheem Mostert. These all suck.
Yeah,
for
I
you.
can't argue if you wanted to put Mostert in over Bam. I think they're pretty close.
How about this one? Would you start Homer or Jones if you had to start one? Got to pick one of these guys. Homer or Tony
I'll
Jones?
just go with the guy who's the starter, Tony Jones.
Tony Jones.
Tony Jones.
Please say the junior.
Please say the junior.
How about Najee or Gabe Davis? Half PPR. Ike.
I think Gabe Davis sees a little bit of Sauce Gardner. They don't move him around. They'll move Diggs around more. I go with Najee. I'd go with Najee because of the floor. And half PPR is more favorable to running backs anyway, so I'd go with Najee.
Eric,
Yeah, Najee for the volume.
Adam,
Yep. Najee Harris. If it's full PPR, I could maybe understand having more of a conversation. I think half PPR, I'm pretty easy Najee.
I'm with you guys. Najee Harris, Deshaun Watson, Ryan Tannehill, Garrett Wilson, or Chris Godwin. Adam, Watson or Tannehill, Garrett Wilson or Godwin.
Oh man, I can't believe I'm gonna roll with Watson. Although listen, it's so bad last week. I understand if you're just like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna take the shot with Watson. I think that the Bengals will score, so I think Watson will have to do better than he did last week. For me, Garrett Wilson's getting close to the point of. I know it's. Here's the thing: rain and snow in the Bills makes this a lot closer. So if you want to go with Godwin, I totally get it. But Garrett Wilson's getting close to must-start territory for me. I'm gonna go with Garrett Wilson and Watson.
Eric,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Watson and Wilson as well. He's just getting like 15 fucking targets a game. You just can't sit that. But Godwin's getting a shit ton too. So if I can try and get both of them in my lineup, I would. But Wilson, if I had to pick one.
Ike,
I cannot start Watson. That's just after
feel
what
you.
we saw from last week. I know that was his first game back, and he's looked rusty after 2 years, basically 2 years away from the game. And I would not be confident in starting him at least for like another week until we see something. So it's Tannehill and Wilson for me. Garrett Wilson's just been a phenom, so I like Garrett Wilson.
I'm starting Watson, and I'm kind of with you guys on the Garrett Wilson thing. Like till he shows me otherwise, man, you just got to plug him in. Let's just keep riding the hot hand. Let's
Wide
go.
receiver 1 in the class. Jimbo
Stop
Threats with a
You stop
You
it.
know what time it is, man. Wide receiver 1 in the class. Welcome back to the show. Jimbo Threats, $1.99. We appreciate the super chat, man. Goff or Hundley? What do we think?
Give me Jared Goff. Again, I just touched on the Garrett Wilson riding the heater thing. Goff has been on the heater, and he gets the Vikings. Let's go. I'm riding Goff out.
Yeah, Jared Goff, easy.
I think it's Goff. Yeah, I talked up Hundley, but not. That's our first Tannehill. I'm rolling Goff out there, man. High scoring matchup. Give me Goff.
Goff. Let's go ahead and go with Goff.
Well, let's ride it out, baby. Pick 2, Boyd, Kittle, Rashad White, Homer, half PPR, start 10, super flex. Adam, pick 2 of these guys. Tyler Boyd, George Kittle, Rashad White, Homer, half point.
I'm gonna roll with Rashad White, and I'm gonna go ahead and roll with Kittle, although I don't feel great about it. I think that a quarterback like Purdy should be relying on Kittle a little more, but Mike brought up a great point this morning with Kittle. He's such a good blocker, and you want to get that guy some time when he does throw it. You could see him blocking more. Hard to know what to expect there, but I think given these options, I'll go White and Kittle.
Eric?
I'm gonna go Boyd and Kittle since Hayden Hurst is out. I think Boyd will get used a little bit more, so I'll go Boyd and Kittle.
That's fair.
Ike?
Boyd and Kittle. I think one of these weeks we're going to see another George Kittle explosion game. I thought it was going to be last week. Jimmy G got hurt, so maybe we'll just save it for this week or maybe next week. But I feel like a Kittle game, one of those Kittle games, the 150-yard, 2 touchdowns. It's percolating, so it's going to happen at some point.
I will go Boyd and Kittle as well, though. You can make a case for Rashad White. I'm not going to make a case for Travis Homer.
No chance.
No, thank you.
No chance in hell.
Hard pass on that one.
There you go, Clinton. Hope that helped out.
Another quick one. Danny Dimes, Tanny, or Mac Jones. All right, pick one of these 3 quarterbacks. Ike, Danny Dimes, Tannehill, Mac Jones. Who you got?
I know it's not Mac Jones. We know that for a fact. I'd go with Danny Dimes, honestly, because of his rushing floor. He's got a higher rushing floor than Tannehill and Mac Jones. And again, like I mentioned, in that against the Eagles, they're going to be playing from behind a lot. And so I like Danny Dimes.
All right, Eric?
Yeah, I think I'm with Ike on that one. I'll go Daniel Jones.
Adam?
Yeah, Danny Dimes or Tannehill for me is the 2 I'm deciding between. The Philly defense scares you, but I think they're going to score a lot of points, which makes Daniel Jones have to either throw it or run it, scramble when he's not, able to throw the ball. I think I'll take Danny Dimes here.
The answer is Mac Jones. I have nothing but Mac Jones. That's it. That's all I got. Mac Jones.
Super
I
chat.
can't
another
say
one.
Danny Dimes against my Eagles, man. Can't do it.
All right. Jimbo with another one, man.
Hunter Henry or Bellinger, long live Destination Devi. Love y'all, man. When I get set up right, I might have to get on here with y'all. You nailed it, Jimbo. Yes. Appreciate the super chat. We'll help you out here. Hunter Henry or Daniel Bellinger. Ike, you want to start this one? Who you got?
Hunter Hurst Henry.
Hunter Hurst.
Is my pick. The Cardinals are terrible against tight ends. This is a no-brainer.
Boom. So it sets up perfectly, right? I say Mac Jones, you say Hunter Henry. Everybody's happy. Eric, who you got?
Yeah, I'm with Ike on this one. Hunter Henry, just because Arizona's dog shit against tight ends.
Boom. Adam.
Hunter Henry, and you got the stack. Mac Jones and Hunter Henry, man.
Let's do it. Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry, we're in. I'm on Mac Jones. I'm on Hunter Henry. All right, how about this one? My DFS play of the week is Chig Okonkwo. What are your thoughts? You touched on it a little bit, man. Chig, man, he's coming on strong. What do you think about this DFS play of the week? He's got to be dirt cheap in DFS too.
Yeah, he's probably like he might be Stone Man, honestly. No, he's got an opportunity ahead of him. Treylon Burks is out. They haven't really gotten much from the passing game outside of him. We saw Nick Westbrook-Akine have like 100 yards a couple weeks ago, but outside, I mean, Robert Woods hasn't really been that great. So there's opportunity for him to take a stranglehold of this this passing game, at least while Treylon Burks is gone. He's an athletic freak. Like I mentioned earlier, he rips off a big play every week, like 20, 25 yard reception almost every week. So his upside is pretty good. So I like him.
Eric, you like Chig?
Yeah, sorry, I was distracted by the cheerleaders in his picture there. My bad. Yeah, definitely. I like Chig. He's one of the guys that I had a lot of that I took in like the 4th round and picked up for free off of waivers in a lot of leagues. So I have a lot of him. Very athletic tight end. So yeah, I definitely like that pick this week. And like Ike said, he's probably stone minimum. That gives you some better running backs and receivers and maybe a top tier quarterback in your lineup. So yeah, I like it a lot.
Hell yeah. Adam.
Love Chig this week. I think it's crazy because you normally don't like to see or you don't feel good about rookie tight ends, but the way he's been playing of late, man, his athleticism, 68 yards last week. I think it's a great play because he's going to cost you nothing. Like Eric kind of hit the nail on the head. You get to basically hope that he gives you replaceable points or maybe even better, and he costs you so little you can really juice up the rest of your lineup. So I love Chig.
Man, I love those freak athlete tight ends, and to see him actually playing well, I'm pretty high on him. Yeah,
Yep.
I'd like plugging him into DFS, especially just because of the Treylon being out. Why not?
Yep.
And the Jags secondary is giving up the most points to big plays, David says. Quanko leads all tight ends in receptions over 20 yards. There you go.
Yeah.
Yo, what more do you need? How about the question of the day? Tyler Huntley or Mike White? Adam, we'll start with you because me and Eric are probably going to fight. Tyler Huntley or Mike White?
I'm going to go with Tyler Huntley. I think the weather is kind of worrisome for me with that Jets game and the Bills game, but I'll be honest, man. It's interesting to see what Mike White does this week because he looked really good last week, man.
Eric?
All right, Adam, I'm going to ask you a question here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Did you watch the Jets and Bears game?
I did. I watched.
I didn't
watch every play.
What was it doing during that game?
Uh-oh. He's about to get
pouring
sassy.
ass rain all game long, my man.
Now I know you're on the lake, right, Eric? Let me ask you a rhetorical question as well. You know what the lake weather's like, the lake effect that Buffalo gets. It's going to be a little different there this week, but I'm with you. Mike White did look very good the last 2 weeks.
I'm going with Mike White just off of volume. The dude's throwing it 50 times a game. I'm just going to go with that. I think he can do that. He's throwing to Garrett Wilson, Corey Davis. He's got all of his weapons healthy other than Breece Hall is obviously out for the year. He's got everybody. So I'm going with Mike White.
Ike?
Okay.
Mike White. They're gonna be
thank
passing.
you, Ike.
They're gonna be throwing that bitch all over the yard. So Mike White is the play here.
Ooh.
Man, the play is Tyler Huntley because Mike White's fucking horrible at football.
Stop.
Wow.
Absolutely god-awful garbage.
This coming from a guy who
Holy
watches Iowa
crap.
quarterbacks every time.
Right?
week.
It's Spencer Petras reincarnated on the Jets. This is what's happening.
The
This
disrespect.
is Alex Padilla. If
You
he got
cannot
drafted.
tell me you like Zach Wilson more than Mike White.
He's much better quarterback than Mike White. Just because he throws it around against two sorry-ass defenses and does half-assly decent, and he still took the loss last week. He's
Yeah,
god
those
awful.
guys didn't
Too
drop
much
the
disrespect,
fucking ball.
man. Too much.
He's god awful. He's horrible. Start Juju Pacheco or Zay Jones at the flex. BPR. All right, Ike. Something serious. Not Mike White related. Juju Pacheco, Zay Jones. Who you got?
I'm gonna probably have to go with Zay Jones here.
Son of a bitch.
Gonna have to go with Zay Jones. That Tennessee secondary, they've shown every single week that they're a sieve, and they get torched. And so until that stops, I mean, you just have to continue fading the Tennessee Titans secondary. So Zay Jones is a good play here.
Eric.
I think I know Zay's a good play. He was questionable coming into this, so I don't know how bad his injury is. I think I'm just gonna take Pacheco here. He's gotten double-digit points, like 3 straight weeks. I think I'm just gonna go with Pacheco and take the floor there.
Adam.
I'm with you with Pacheco there. Also, I did look. The weather doesn't maybe look as bad as it did a minute ago in Buffalo. So, I'll be interested to see what Mike White does this week. This is a nice receipt to have too. This little debate here.
Oh yeah.
You just driving it in.
I'm known
poking
as the
and prodding.
Mike White guy, so.
Juju Smith-Schuster is the correct answer here. We'll move on. Pick 2, half PPR, ETN, Dameon Pierce, or Najee. How about this one, Adam? Pick 2, half PPR, ETN, Pierce, Najee.
Najee and ETN. We did talk about Pierce. I forget who it was first that was a better play, but that offense has been pretty bad. He hasn't been the greatest. I'm going to take Najee and ETN.
Eric?
I think I'm going to go ETN and Najee as well here for me. I just think Pierce, he might get phased out early on when they're down by like 28-0 when Dallas gets up on them, and he might just get phased out a little bit. So I think I'm going to go ETN and Najee.
28-0.
Ike?
We hope so. ETN and Najee. I think this is an easy one.
ETN and Najee for me. Yeah, pretty easy. Dallas defense, Dameon Pierce, not a huge pass catcher. Yeah, kind of writes itself, doesn't it? David said those cheerleaders that you got distracted by. London game, hospitality package. There you go, Eric.
Nice.
You put it on your wish list.
Yep.
5 teams left in his guillotine league. Barkley or Swift PPR. All right, Ike.
Man.
Barkley or Swift?
Ooh, this is a interesting. Man, I gotta flip a coin.
That coin's not working so well, is it?
I know. Let me do it again. Hold on.
Oh, we're waiting. This is great content right here.
Barkley, more guaranteed volume. PPR. He's involved in the passing game. Gets all the rush attempts. Don't have to really worry about him. Well, they're actually both on the injury report this week, but we won't have to worry about his volume once he's out on the field. So Barkley.
Eric?
Yeah, I think I'm going to lean Barkley as well, but it is close.
See, if I knew that if Swift didn't make the injury report this week, and I knew I was going to get Swift's volume of last week, I would answer Swift because of the scare of the injury with Saquon and not knowing. But because he did pop up on the injury report, and he could go back to this fucking 7-touch bullshit.
Oh God,
Saquon Barkley did get 18 touches last week. He's gotten a lot of work. It hasn't looked great these last 3 weeks, so I'm not like loving life, but I think I'm playing Saquon Barkley.
Man, I was ready to start doing some victory laps and posting on Twitter about how y'all disrespected Swift, and then, like you said, Adam kind of popped up on that injury report, and I went, "Whoa, damn it!"
It's almost like Campbell's talking to us, you know.
Let me go ahead and start Saquon Barkley. Like, I just feel better about it. He hasn't disappointed as much as Swift has. Like, Dan Campbell, you're 100% right, Adam. He could go back to this 6-touch DeAndre Swift at any given time and just ruin our lives.
Yeah.
All right. Give me Saquon. How about this? Rashad White or Pickens? I think we've had this question a couple times, but straight up, between the two, you got to start one. Adam, who you got? Rashad White, George Pickens?
I took Rashad White. If it's full PPR, I could see going Pickens. If it's half PPR, I'm doing Rashad White. I think the problem is, man, I'm just not that confident weekly on Pickens. I think he's got a big name. He's had some really good moments this year, but I think he's inconsistent.
Eric?
I think I'm gonna go with Pickens just for the upside.
Ike?
I'd lean Pickens for upside as well. I know Rashad White's probably has a safer touch floor, safer opportunity share, but Pickens has more upside in his matchup.
Now I'm gonna start the guy who's not backing up Leonard Fournette, so I'll start George Pickens.
So you're gonna start the guy that's backing up. He's the second receiver to the guy that's basically never been a receiver too, and this year in Deontay.
Let me have this one, all right? Let me have this.
I'm sorry,
Lockett,
man.
Kirk, Lamb, Waddle, pick 2. All right, Ike. Pick 2. Lockett, Kirk, Lamb, Waddle.
Whoa.
Wow.
It's a good one.
What kind of team is this?
Yeah, this is a stack team. We're back to flexing again.
This is Space Jam, man. This is the Monstars.
Right.
Holy shit. Okay. Well, Waddle was gimpy last week, so we don't know, if he's 100%.
Can we all just say Lamb and be done with the first one?
Yeah.
No, I don't know because
For real?
yeah,
I don't know, man. This
I don't know if we can definitively say Lamb. Tyler Lockett has scored a touchdown in 6 straight games. Christian Kirk is playing the Titans. And then we mentioned the Texans secondary has been good, so the Cowboys are just going to run the ball. I think they're going to be running. There's going to be a lot more rush attempts in that game. So it's not this definitive as we would. I don't know, man. For me, I'd probably go. I can't. The thing is, I can't bench Jalen Waddle. I just can't see myself benching Jalen Waddle because of the offense that he's playing in. I'd go Waddle and Kirk. If gun to my head, Waddle and Kirk.
Okay. Eric.
I think I'm gonna go Kirk as well, and yeah, I think Waddle. I think Kirk and Waddle because of the higher scoring matchup. Lamb could, if he doesn't get a touchdown early, then he might just be sat the rest of the game, and when they're up 28-0 on the Texans again. So Lamb, he either has to get it done in the first half or it's not going to happen. So I'm just going to take Kirk and Waddle. I know they're going to be in a competitive game all game, so I'm going to go with those two.
Adam.
Wow. I'm shocked that people are sitting CD Lamb right now. I mean, in 2 in a row, and that he's not in the conversation of top 2 with this mix. CD Lamb is no chance. There is not a team in the world I'm sitting CD Lamb on. Now, maybe I don't have the Monstars of this guy, but
This is the
no
Monstar.
chance I'm sitting CD Lamb. I think the next conversation for me is between Kirk and Lockett. Lockett has been hot, but I think I'm going to go with Christian Kirk here in a really good matchup. I know Lockett had a touchdown. He's had some touchdown games, like 4 in a row, so hard to sit him. But he's also, outside of last week, been in that 60-yard range where if he doesn't get the touchdown, that's what he's really banking on. So it's tough here, man. These are all pretty good options. I know the reason I'm not putting Waddle in the mix is because I think he's banged up. Last week, 1 catch for 9 yards. And he's had some games where he's just been 60 yards or whatever. So I'm going to go with those two. CeeDee Lamb, Christian Kirk.
All right. You guys have all given dynamite A+ analysis. Every single one of you. In good reasons. I will say this. I will start Lamb and Waddle, and it's only for this reason. If I were to start Kirk or Lockett over either one of those two guys and they go off, I could never forgive myself for that mistake, period. I couldn't do it. I'm going to start Lamb. I'm going to start Waddle, and I'm going to go down with them. If the other guys outscore them, I miss the playoffs, or I don't get the W I need this week, that's fine. But if I don't put them in and they go off on my bench and I miss the playoffs because I tried to get cute, I couldn't live with myself with that.
I'm loving this super chat right here, man. Good luck to everyone this week. Tell Ray his outro hat's wild, and tell Jay Rich to put some respect on T. Higgins' name.
Jay Rich does need to put some respect on T. Higgins' name, man. That was harsh.
Jimbo, that was good shit right there, man. I love that.
Mike D's with me, man. Lamb and Waddle easy. Let's go. We're just going to start those two.
Speaking of respect, let's put some respect on CeeDee Lamb's name. All right.
A little
bit. Hey, I got respect on CeeDee Lamb's name. I'm a Cowboys fan. I have to often defend him.
I know he comes in here with the dope Dallas hat on, and he's saying sit CeeDee Lamb.
Hat on.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. And Eric's out
I
here fucking ordering Mike fucking White t-shirts.
It'll be on. It'll be if it gets here. It'll be on next week's Start Sit show.
All right, Mike, pick one last one, man. We got to get out of here before line is locked.
That's it, man. That was the last
that
question
it?
we
All
had.
right,
The
cool.
CD Lamb one. We appreciate everybody tapping in. We appreciate the super chats. Y'all have been incredible. Let's hope you get the W's this week, unless you're playing against me. Me and Eric, neither
Hey,
one
I
of
am
us.
playing against you. Damn.
Yeah,
it.
you are. You are.
He
we got
wishes
this like
the L upon you, then, sir.
you know what it's going to be? Our biggest debate wasn't about who we're playing. We're playing against each other this week. It's about Mike fucking White. Neither one of us is out here talking shit about us winning in fantasy, but just Mike White. Imagine that. Who knew? We appreciate everybody tapping in. We'll be back same time, same place for week 1 of the playoffs. Week 1. Let that sink in. First round. You're really going to need those questions coming, and hopefully there's not a lot of Mike White questions. That's all I got. We're out of here. Peace.
Peace.